Hello, and welcome to the She Showcase. I am your hostess with the mostest, Katie Kinsey, baby.
Baby.
Alright, I don't have it in front of me. We'll see if I remember it.
It's okay. You honestly you don't even need to follow a
Oh,
format. You can just
oh
say whatever
no.
you want.
I should have it memorized by now. Join with me, of course, is my lovely co host, the Young Bucks Nation sensation, the fire breathing Cody Rhodes Eaton, spice of life, the sassiest senorita that I know. My favorite Texan, and Texans are fucking wild.
I know.
That's putting it lightly. Miss
I'm gonna believe me, I
Y2
know.
Garcia Savannah. How you doing?
Hello. I'm doing good. And fun fact about Texas, or at least in my part of Texas, apparently El Paso is the first city of Texas to reach herd immunity for coronavirus. So I think that's a win because we're the only ones who
Shout
take it
out.
seriously.
Shout out to El Paso.
Yeah.
I said spice of life, did I not?
Yeah, you did say spice of life.
Thank you. Our advocate's out here coming from my neck right now.
Yeah.
Jesus. I
I don't.
said it.
Again, I feel bad for correcting you because I love every intro you do because I don't deserve the intro, but you forgot the Adams part again.
I'm never gonna remember it.
I was gonna say I think we're just gonna have to cut that out because I think you're just gonna but I think they know at this
It's
point.
never gonna. It's.
Oh, and also just really quick, if my voice starts sounding a little raspy, um, here and there, I apologize. It's just a little case of the Omega versus Danielson match is what I'm dealing with.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
So,
Jesus. So before we dive into this week's show,
yeah.
the intro you heard in the beginning, as well as you hear in the beginning of Inside the Mind of the podcast where I interview other podcasters. The first episode with our advocate Rick Havoc is up right now on our YouTube channel, so you can go check that out. I keep sitting on my headphones. Ow. Um, Justin at Heel Tactics on Twitter is the genius behind the beats, so we thank Justin very kindly
Yes. Thank you, Justin.
for all the music.
You're much appreciated.
Um, and we're trying to convince him to make a Spotify playlist of all the beats he's made for everybody, which I think he should,
He for sure should.
because the music slaps.
I
All of
know,
them.
and that takes mad talent to just make music out of from nothing to what he makes. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah. And all I did was, I said, could you take kind of like for your show, for example, I said, hard rock, kind of like Metallica, and that's what he produced for you.
That's all you told him?
That's all I gave him.
And I freaking love the freaking music, so that takes extra, an extraordinary amount of talent.
Oh, I know. Man's a genius. As Matt Ritter calls him, the mad scientist. So
Yes.
thank you, Justin. His information is in the description of the video. If you're watching the video on our on our podcast, on our YouTube channel, please subscribe. So the more subscribers we get, the closer we can get to getting a custom URL. So I don't have to keep just saying go to the link tree. I can just
Yeah.
eventually I want to say youtube.com/She Showcase. Help.
At the moment, we are not there yet.
You gotta subscribe. And if you're watching the live
Do it.
stream instead of watching Dark Side of the Ring, sorry.
Thank
we're
you.
Gonna, we're gonna be thank you. We're gonna be competing against them for the next few weeks, which is okay. It's fine. I'm losing my
The
voice.
Thursday Night Wars
Thursday Night Wars. Us and Dark Side of the Ring.
and Impact, but
Nobody watches Impact.
I used to, but then Kenny lost his title and is no longer going. So.
Exactly. Kenny was the only good thing on there. Our Twitch.
Oh well.
Twitch.tv/She Showcase. All one word. If you go to my Twitter at KatieWrestling13, you can find the link tree and that will take you to the YouTube. The audio, which is on Anchor, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Apple Podcasts is being a pain in my ass right now, so I can't figure it out. So
Damn it, Apple.
I will get it on Apple Podcasts, I swear. Also, our Twitch, my Twitter, and I think that's everything on there for now. We're in the process of getting other things. It's fine. I think that's all I wanted to plug. Oh, and if you're watching the video, you can see the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800-273-TALK, which is 8255, and the crisis text line. You can text hello to 741741. I'm going to have these up every stream we do. Any video I am in charge of and have control of OBS, it will be on the screen in some context. And also I'm going to put the numbers in the description of the video and the audio. Because I feel like it's necessary to have.
No, and for sure. And September is, Suicide Prevention Month, so I think it's a good idea. I like it.
I'm keeping it for the entirety of us podcasting, basically.
I mean, whatever you want. You're the hostess with the mostest. You're the boss. And it's not even a bad idea, so I'm not even against it, so.
Yeah.
What's there to argue if they're...
I was going to say, it's going to lead to my point later. Kind of. So, news and rumors. You have one thing you want to say before...
Yeah, Katie has a lot to talk about, so we're gonna just flip the script just this one time where I include what I wanted to, like, my news and rumors, before Katie goes into hers, because it's gonna be quite a lot. Just prepare yourselves. Just wanted to touch up, because again, I'm the New Japan fan. I'm wearing Kenny's Tokyo Dome shirt. Just very unfortunate news for New Japan fans. During the G1, his first match, Tetsuya Naito is suffering from a knee injury, and he is out the rest of the tournament. He was one of my picks to win. I really wanted to see him win. And not only is he out, but the way they're going to go about, like, replacing him, I need to look more into how exactly they're going to find, like, a person to take his spot. But as of now, every single match he has coming up, he's going to lose via forfeit, and every opponent he goes up against is going to get those 2 points for a win.
Wow.
Which I think is a little unfair. You don't earn those points.
Yeah, I feel like that is kind of unfair.
Because there's two, just to keep it short, there's 2 blocks, the A block and the B block. Yeah. So each wrestler competes with their designated blocks. And if you win, you get 2 points. A draw is 1 point, and a loss is 0 points. So you're not going to earn those 2 points, if you just lose via forfeit. I think they should have replaced him with someone, maybe someone else from LIJ. But they didn't, so I'm pretty bummed. Naito's one of my favorites from New Japan, so I just hope and I'm praying for a speedy recovery for him. So that's all I had to say, and now Katie has her news and rumors. So Katie,
all right,
floor is yours. I'm gonna just drink my peach bubbly water.
Before I start speaking on this, I'm issuing a trigger warning to anyone listening or watching. There will be talks of sexual assault and sexual harassment, so if that's triggering, please just turn off the video, turn off your audio. I won't be upset if you don't watch or listen to this episode.
I think on YouTube you can do timestamps, no? Where you can just say, like,
we should be able to. If not, I can maybe put it in the description.
Yeah,
when I go back and listen to this after the fact, I can timestamp it. Yeah. I might forget that, and if I do, I apologize. But Jesus.
Yeah, I'll just sit back.
So, we briefly talked about Dark Side of the Ring and how we're kind of competing with them every Thursday for the next few weeks, which is okay. Last Thursday, the first episode of season 3, like the second half, came out, and it was the Plane Ride from Hell episode. Now, if anyone doesn't know what the Plane Ride from Hell is, basically, a brief rundown is, back in 2002, a plane of a bunch of superstars coming back from their European tour. Plane got delayed several hours. They went through multiple drink carts. Shit escalated very quickly. And there were like notable people on this flight: Brock Lesnar, Mr. Perfect, Michael Hayes, Ric Flair, Tommy Dreamer, RVD. So much happened. And the Dark Side of the Ring talked about the majority of this. There was a altercation between Kurt Hennig and Brock Lesnar that they both like got in each other's face. They were moving around the plane, like bashing into walls of the plane. Shit was wild. Michael Hayes' ponytail got cut by X-Pac because booking. But the main thing that happened on this flight. Now, before anyone says anything, there are other allegations and shit that has come out after the fact. I'm not going to touch on those because that's not the purpose of this right now. If I find more details on it, I will talk about them. But right now, I'm going to talk about Ric Flair being a scummy piece of shit. Right? So Ric Flair.
Sorry, I'm trying not to laugh. Yeah.
I feel free to laugh.
I'm just like, because again, no, I've never seen you go off. So like, I'm sorry. I know it's a very serious topic, but like, you know, this is something that like I've never seen. So I'm like, I don't even know how to react. So I know it's a very serious situation, and I'm not trying to take away from it. Is what I'm trying to say.
No, I know.
Anyone watching.
So, Ric Flair liked to pop the boys by just wearing his robe and nothing underneath, and just shows dick, right? Oh, you know, boys will be boys kind of shit.
I hate that phrase so much.
Trust me, I do, and I'm gonna bring it up more. Don't you worry.
Okay.
Ric Flair decides to go to the female flight attendant in the back, trap her, make her touch his dick. Okay? That's the gist of this. She was on the episode. She came out and said this. There was a lawsuit later. Okay. How do I explain that? There was a lawsuit after the fact. She took a settlement. She had a newborn baby. Her husband. Reasons. She doesn't have to fucking explain herself why she took the goddamn settlement. First and foremost. That's at Tommy Dreamer's piece of shit ass. Tommy Dreamer decides to go on this episode, put his foot in his mouth way too many fucking times. That's to put it lightly. This man says, if something happened, she shouldn't have taken the settlement. Fuck yourself. Everyone's gonna get offended by something. I am 50 years old and I have 2 ponytails in my head. Someone's gonna get offended. You having 2 fucking ponytails is not the same as someone getting sexually assaulted on a plane. Is it, Tommy? Is it? It's not. In the slightest. And Ric Flair is coming out with his bullshit apologies. I'm putting it in quotes. Tommy Dreamer came out with his apology after Impact put him on suspension. Busted Radio basically fired him. Like, and the fact that this was talked about so lightly pisses me off. I get it. That was the times. That was late 90s, early 2000s. People were doing H-bombs to each other. Basically roofing and raping girls. It's fine. Whatever. It's not fucking fun. I don't care if it happened. I don't like people talking about it so lightly, especially sexual assault and rape. That is a topic that hits very close to home for me. Not for reasons people may think. But I know too many people who have experienced that. And it pisses me the fuck off that people on Twitter are defending Ric Flair, saying, no, it's fine, it's gonna happen.
No, I know, but still, it still breaks my heart, you know? You're the one I go to when I'm like this, you know?
That's alright, that's alright.
You're gonna make me...
People are going on Twitter, basically taking Ric Flair's side. Again, the boys will be boys bullshit. Don't ever say boys will be boys. And this... I didn't write anything down. This is all off the cuff. This is all stuff I've been wanting to talk about, and...
Well, if you want to think about what you're going to say, I was going to just put, like, to add on really quick, that when Tommy Dreamer said if something that happened, then don't take the settlement. It's like, why does there have to be a settlement in the first place? Like, why must you give them hush money or like offer them hush money like that if
that
something didn't
that
happen?
alone is the reason why women and men, this isn't just a one
Yeah,
sex thing.
it happens to
women
both sides.
women can sexually assault men as well. That
It's
is
equally as
that is
disgusting.
it's fucking wrong in every way, shape, and form. But it has been proven, and I've seen it done. Like, it's something that can happen. Trust me. And that is why people don't come forward if they're sexually assaulted or they're raped. People will blame what they wear, which she was wearing her flight attendant uniform in this case. People will say, you waited too long. You didn't go to the cops. You took a fucking settlement. This, that, and the other. It doesn't fucking matter. Whether she took the money or not, it shouldn't have fucking happened. And the best part about this is, after the flight, people got in trouble with Vince and JR because JR is the one who had to go fire people and a bunch of bullshit. They asked Ric Flair, or they asked JR, well, why did Ric Flair basically get a pass? JR had to pause and be like, oh, he was a made man. Yeah, a rich white old man basically assaulted, no, not basically, sexually assaulted someone on a flight, and you let him get a pass because he was a made man? You're off your fucking rocker, dude. That that pisses me off so much. And that's something that happens everywhere. You see it all the fucking time. These rich white people are getting off scot-free, and it's not fucking okay. In the slightest. And the Chris Canyon episode that's airing right now as we're filming this apparently is also going to shed some bad light on Ric Flair, which, good. Fuck Ric Flair. Fuck Tommy Dreamer. And the whole situation's fucking disgusting.
And I know people were upset that like WWE like took all of like Ric Flair like off. I think they took him off their
Good.
website. Come off like WWE shop. They
Good.
like are banning like they're banning the Wu chant. And people are all pissed off about it. But it's like,
Tough.
you know, like why do you want to like, especially if he's not even working with them anymore? Like why does it matter? Or like what's like the problem? Especially like after something that's serious happened. Why is stuff like this affecting you so much? Like
And no, it's because Ric Flair's their idol, and like they want to idolize him. And RVD said it best: "Don't meet your heroes," because Ric Flair is a disgusting old fucking man, and honestly, good fucking riddance. Bye.
I'm trying
See
to.
you later.
I remember going through Twitter when it was trending, like the Dark Side of the Ring that one time, and I'm trying to think of this one tweet someone said, like basically like, oh, like why are people making a big deal about it now that they knew about it back then? And it's like, well, it first of all, it doesn't matter when it happened. Does like is there like a time period? Like is there an expiration date on how serious shit like this should be taken, or does it like suddenly just because it happened in 2002, that's almost like 20 years ago, does that suddenly make it okay that this shit happened, or like does it suddenly make it like acceptable or even like fucking legal at that point? Like at what, like it doesn't matter how long ago it was. The fact is that it happened. It doesn't matter if it was 10 years, 20 years ago, 50 years ago, it happened. So, and if you're barely going to be held accountable now that the internet is so strong and will hold you accountable to it, then there should be no reason why even after almost 20 years it's being brought up, or like, and they're like, oh well, they should have known that this happened because it's a well-known story. I'm like, there's so many new fans that have no idea that this shit happened, or fans that don't even older fans that don't know that this happened. They probably, no one knew. I don't think anyone knew about Ric Flair doing this shit until the flight attendant came out and basically said it herself. That's because I feel like if people would have known about it, someone would have had to brought it up like earlier. Remember when Ric Flair did this or something? There's always that one person who's going to bring up something, no matter how long ago it was. So the fact that they probably didn't even know, so there's no reason to say, well, you should know this, or it's something well known, so that suddenly makes it all right, or like Like, make it make sense, you know? Like, when does it, are you telling me that there's a point in time when it is okay that this shit happens to women or anyone, not just women, but men? But in this case, you know, it is like a young lady flight attendant at that time. Like, when does it, you know, why is there, like, I guess, people making it seem like that there's a time period of when it's acceptable versus when it's not acceptable?
Because people are fucking disgusting. Anyone on Twitter who is defending Ric Flair can kiss my ass, and I don't care if I lose fans, friends, whatever. I can't. I really don't care anymore. This is something I'm going to stand strong on for as long as I live. I don't do sexual assault. I don't do rape. You do that, you're dead to me. You defend it, you're dead to me. And now I'm crying. There we go.
No, Katie. Well, Katie, I feel so bad, Katie.
Don't.
But
it's okay.
Even then, like, you know, no matter what it is, someone's always gonna disagree with your opinion. So might as well just stay true to yourself. So
if I wasn't pissing people off, I wasn't doing my job. That's something our advocate told me.
Aw, you really said that? Because I'm like, that's like, I'm kind of
something
like the opposite.
along those lines, yeah.
I'm like, I don't like confrontation, so I'm like one of those people who's scared to piss people off.
At this point, someone fuck with me, please. Because I'm ready to go to war. Especially on this.
Yeah.
Alright.
So those are our news and rumors.
Those are our news and rumors. We're just gonna... I'm not even gonna dwell on it. We're just gonna...
Yeah, let's just move on. It just had to be said. Because, you know, especially if this is something that hits close to home for Katie, you know, how are we not going to go over
it? It was going to be talked about. And, like, I briefly touched on it when I did Smacking It Raw recently with Matt and Vince. Episode 213 is what we decided.
Oh my god, fucking Kevin.
Kevin, don't even fucking tempt me right now. Don't.
Like, I'll fight you right now. Like, Katie, do you need the thumbtack shoe?
I need something.
I have the thumbtack jacket also.
I'll take them both.
Okay, I'll send them to you.
So we're just gonna move on. And I'm not even, like... I just don't want to spend an entire episode on this. Because I can do an hour of just ranting and talking about this.
Yeah, for sure. I get you. But
and I don't want to do that. I would like to...
Just... It was said. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, fuck off. We don't care. Like,
I could give two fucks, honestly.
Okay, I hate to correct your grammar, especially when you don't want to be tested, but you should say just say I couldn't give two fucks.
Savannah,
if you say I could.
Are we kidding? Was that really the time and place to correct my grammar?
No, ma'am, it wasn't.
Don't make me mute, Savannah.
No, please don't. That's like my worst nightmare. I'll stop.
We're just gonna move on.
Okay. Like, okay.
Today, the 23rd. That was me getting everyone's attention.
Yes.
September 23rd, 2005. NWA. Supergirls Volume 1. It was a special they had in British Columbia, Canada. There were 7 matches on the card. And there were 2 notable names on there. Natalya. Everyone's favorite Natalya, of course. And Rebecca Knox, a.k.a. Becky Lynch, was on this card, and she was champion at that time.
Dang.
So that's something I looked up and I saw, and I had never even heard of Supergirls Volume 1. I mean, obviously NWA, they just most recently had...
I've heard of Rebecca Knox.
Yeah, and like NWA most recently had Empower. Obviously NWA's like a big deal right now and shit, so yeah, I saw that and I was like, well, that's interesting to see like where Natty and Becky were. Oh god, I can't even math right now because I'm not focusing.
Yeah, it's okay, just
a while ago, years and years ago.
They feuded.
I don't know if they necessarily feuded, but like they were both on the same card and they both had like 2 matches that night. So.
Oh, dear! I thought we were jumping it. Or we thought we were like jumping ahead to like where they were like now.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they feuded. Becky just came back from having a baby. She's SmackDown Women's Champion.
They've actually feuded twice.
They have feuded
in
twice.
WWE because they had a match at Battleground. I think it was 2016. They had a match against each other. It was a pretty good match. Except I think Natalia beat Becky, which I was pretty upset about because I've always loved Becky even before her heel turn. And then when Becky was the Raw Women's Champion, she faced Natalia. She defended the title at SummerSlam in Canada, Toronto, Canada. I was trying to say both at the same time for SummerSlam, and she beat Natty in front of the hometown crowd. And I think the hometown crowd was behind Becky Lynch. That's how over she was, and still kind of is. But I know back then her heel turn was massive, and people loved her.
Sorry, dealing with a ex coworker of ours.
Oh.
Fucking leave me alone, Jesus.
Oh no. Okay. Actually, I need to talk to you about. Well, we'll talk about it later.
Before I lose my fucking mind, Savannah, what happened on BTE that was kind of related to?
I was actually gonna say,
Dynamite.
I was gonna say this before we did news and rumors, but I don't know why I didn't. I was gonna say we were actually gonna save some time if you did have to go on with the rant with this because BT was actually pretty fucking boring this week, and I was like, I really watched during class just for this. I'm like, I could have actually paid attention while I was taking notes, and so it was pretty freaking boring. Nothing that had to do with Dynamite. There was not even Nick and Brandon were on for a brief moment, but of course they were shopping like freaking girl. They were shopping for shoes, like the sweet rich ladies that they are. And Matt and Kenny and Adam were nowhere to be seen in their episode. Yeah.
You had some weird audio glitch for a second there.
Okay, yeah. I was gonna see if it affected this because I got a notification on my laptop and I was like, shit.
No, you're fine. I was
okay?
just making sure, yeah, you're fine now. I was just making sure,
okay.
audio, everything was gonna be good.
No, yeah, it's because again I saw the notification and I was worried that either I cut off or I was muted or my freaking audio switched to my speakers, which is really shitty compared to the mic. But yeah, so nothing happened. Just the only thing we even saw from the Elite, which is mostly what has to do with Dynamite, is pretty much they went shopping.
Nice.
That's it.
Cool.
So we saved time from.
Look at that. Look
at us.
Who would have thought?
Okay.
I'm just gonna turn my phone over because I'm not dealing with it anymore. Dark Elevation.
Elevator.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 matches. Simple number. Hikaru Shida defeated Masa Slamovich, who has been a very popular name recently, so it's cool that she's still getting matches, especially against Shida.
Former champ.
Yeah. Santana and Ortiz defeated Avery Good and JT Dunn. Orange Cassidy defeated Mike Verna. Private Party defeated Teddy Goods and George Senti. Alan Angels, aka number 5, and Preston Vance, number 10, defeated Evil Uno and Colt Cabana. Dustin Rhodes defeated QT Marshall, which, why the fuck is this match in feud still happening? Why? I don't even care if it's on Elevation. Ain't nobody want to fucking see this match again. No. What? People be testing me with this shit, dude. I'm telling you, I don't get it. My god. Sunny Kiss defeated Joey Janela in their grudge match. Gun Club defeated Anthony Bennett, Ray Jazz, and LSG. And Thunder Rosa defeated Kaya McKenna.
I honestly thought they would have done more with the Gun Club's heel turn, but so far they haven't done shit.
No, they've done nothing with the...
They just turned heel, and now they're back on Dark Elevation.
I think they had, a promo talking about them being heel and how they're undefeated. All combinations of them as a tag team are undefeated. And how they want a title match. Basically. Which, if we're honest, the ranking system is bullshit.
Oh, I know that.
Because fucking Botcher and Bland got a title match last week. It doesn't fucking make sense.
I mean, I know this wasn't a title match, but Brian versus Kenny, I know Kenny had something to say about that. He's like, yeah, we have a ranking system, but like he's kind of like, disrespecting it. You're at the bottom of the barrel, you have no, even if you do win,
See,
that doesn't mean.
I would be more upset if that was a title match.
I would be too because I know it ended in a draw, but I'm like, no one's taking that title from Kenny unless your name is Hangman Page, okay? Like, stop saying like, oh no, it's gonna be CM Punk, it's gonna be Daniel. No, it's not. Okay, it's gonna be Hangman Page. He's gonna. I thought he was gonna come back yesterday. So much so that I even wore a Hangman shirt, but he didn't. I was pretty upset. I thought he would, but I just miss him so much. Like he's been completely MIA. Last thing I've heard from him was he tweeted on Labor Day. He just said Happy Labor Day. Which, I mean, okay, fair enough. He has a life. He has a pregnant wife at home. He's probably taking care of her. Taking care, being the dad. So, and I'm hoping that things, just because he's written off TV, that doesn't mean that things are going wrong. I hope that everything's well. I hope it's a nice and healthy pregnancy, and they have a nice, beautiful, healthy baby.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hangman's a dad. Who would have thought?
Hang dad. Like freaking yeah, but I miss him so much. I do. I really do. Like I'm going back and watching old Hangman matches, and I'm just getting sad. And I get sad because I'm like,
he's got to show up at the Virginia show at least.
I want to get that shirt that they made like a while back. I think it was like in 2016 or something. I don't know. They made it a while back on Big the Elite called "Where's Hangman?" They made a missing poster and they put it on a shirt of Hangman. I'm like, this is perfect for right now. But I'm worried that if I order it now, he's gonna come back and I'm just have this missing Hangman shirt.
Well, then you'll save it for when he goes missing again.
I know, right? Don't say that. You're telling me he's gonna go missing again?
I mean, based off the man's track record, he's gonna go missing again, Savannah.
No.
I'm just saying, sweetie. I'm just saying.
I'm hoping. I'm still holding on to the fact that because Full Gear got moved to the Friday right before they're going to Virginia, or the Saturday the Saturday right before they're going to Virginia, I'm holding on to the fact that that's when he's going to win the title. So when he comes home to Virginia, boom, hometown crowd, he's the champion, our home state crowd because technically he lives in North Carolina, but yeah. Carolina. Yeah. We love Justin Roberts. Only way he's going to be missing is if we stop. Don't even put that shit in my head.
People have been speculating that Hangman might be one of the first to jump ship to WWE.
Stop. Like I wouldn't be mad because I still watch WWE, but I'm just
saying.
He needs to be the champion. Don't make me. Okay, I'm gonna start crying now. Obviously, he had a better reason to cry, but I was like, I just want him to be champion. Is that so much to ask?
Savannah, he was the tag champ. What are you talking about?
Oh my God, Katie, don't give me that crap, okay? He was a tag champ, sure, but all of his career as a singles wrestler, he's been a tag team champion. He's always been thrown into a freaking tag team, winning a title, and then losing it, and then completely being screwed over as a singles wrestler. He needs a singles title. Last time he's had a singles title, he was in the Indies, okay? Ring of Honor and New Japan did nothing for him for a singles title. So AEW I thought was going to be his saving grace, and so far it hasn't been the case. And I'm going to be very upset if that is the case. If he doesn't get the singles title he fucking deserves.
All right. Take a fucking chill. I didn't mean to set you off. Hold on.
I'm out of chill pills. I'm out of chill pills, Katie.
God, I can Venmo you some or something. How does that work?
I know. I just miss him.
I get it. I get it. I get you.
I miss him so much.
Trust me, I understand. Dark had 14 matches. 14. I don't know why.
I don't know why they go to the double digits. Like,
there's no need to.
Maybe because it's 2 hours as opposed to 1, but still, I'm like, they don't even have 14 matches on Dynamite. Not even the Grand Slam show, which was pretty good, by the way.
Grand Slam was pretty good. I know we didn't really talk about that. I mean, but when we get to our picks, I have a feeling at least one or multiple people from both of us are going to be from Dynamite Grand Slam. So we'll talk about that in a minute.
I think all of them actually.
See, I purposely didn't choose all of mine from AEW.
I honestly don't care anymore. I'm like, if they're all from WWE or
that's true. I mean, I don't really care. I just knew you were going to pick 90% Grand Slam, so I went kind of veered off. But we'll get there in a minute.
I actually agree with Matt.
Hangman is the best person on the roster, and AEW fucked up by pushing him aside for BD. I can agree. I can agree with
them.
We'd like to see. They pushed Christian and put Adam on the side. That too.
Adam is so... Hangman is so over with the crowd. You have to be fucking brain dead or just straight up stupid to not push him, okay?
Alright. We're not talking about Hangman anymore because I don't need Savannah popping the fuck off right now.
Oh, someone else might make me pop the fuck up, but I won't try and touch on that.
We're not playing this game.
Okay.
Do not play.
I don't dare play against Katie.
Not today, at least.
No, ever. You're the boss. You're the hostess with the mostest.
I am the boss. Huh?
You have the mute button.
I do. I also have the power to just kick you off the call if necessary.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm not even gonna dare even think about, how would I do this to Katie today?
Oh, sorry guys. No she lead this week. Technical errors. Yeah. Alright.
Okay, let's keep going.
Let's just keep going, Jesus Christ.
I love you, Katie.
I love you too, Savannah. Big Swole defeated Allie Ketch. Eddie Kingston defeated Bear Bronson. The Factory defeated Darian Benningston. I don't even remember my writing. Cole Carter and Sean someone. It's unimportant. The Bunny defeated X-Tina K, who's apparently from Flatbacks, that wrestling school by Sean Spears and Breezy. So that's cool. She lost, but that's cool that she got on Dark.
Yeah.
FTR defeated Stallion Rogers and Anthony Green. Daniel Garcia defeated 5 Alan Angels. Jesus. I don't know what happened there.
No, it's okay. Blinked. It's okay.
Joey Janela defeated Dillian McQueen. Cole Cabana defeated JD Drake. Wardlow defeated JDX. Silver and Reynolds defeated Baby Ziggler and Peter Avalon. Santana and Ortiz defeated Chaos Project. Tay Conti defeated Marina Tucker. Lee Johnson and Brock Anderson defeated Luke Curtis and Cameron Stewart. And Lance Archer defeated Marcus Cross, not to be confused with Karrion Cross. That's Dark and Dark Elevation.
Dang.
There's a lot of matches. I'm going to be honest, didn't watch a single one.
Because it's crazy. Maybe because I guess maybe it's because it's commercial free. That's
then.
No, but I was gonna say, but even then, Rampage is 1 hour. They have 3 matches every single Rampage. Which, by the way, actually, I don't think the Bucks have ever competed on Rampage. They've been on Rampage just to sit and watch and look pretty, but
no,
I don't think they've ever... So Super Click is gonna come back and
Super Click. Shall we move on to our wrestlers of the week?
Yes, and I think I went first last time, so...
My turn.
Yes, you go first.
Where do I want to start? Who would you start with last week?
I think the tag teams? Oh, no, I think I started with the male. Yeah, I think I started with the men, because I think that was the only one I had to pick for, so I started with the men.
Alright, so I'll just start with the women, because I have 2.
Okay.
Based off of the promo battle on Rampage and the match on Grand Slam, I'm going with Britt Baker and Ruby Soho. Both women delivered for both things. I mean, we kind of talked about it before the recording. Ruby's line about banging someone in the back, which got a pop. It was entertaining. Britt was just like, "You're damn right," and she told Ruby about catering.
She said, I will never forget this line. She was like, you're not the runaway. You got fired. I was like, shit, Britt. I'm like, take a jail bill.
I mean, hey, no punches weren't thrown. I'm not even gonna try anymore. Whatever. But I know, Alexa. I know. There was a lot. There's a lot happening. And it took me a while to even figure out this. But I'm just gonna stick with these 2 because the match on Grand Slam was like a lot better than I was expecting, to be fair. Like, I knew it was gonna be a banger, but like, it was very well done. And the fact that it main evented, I mean, I'm a little biased. And like the way Ruby sold the curb stomp, it was just little details in the match. I liked it. I was a fan. I think this was a good first match between the two. They'll probably have another. But I think this was a good one. And again, with the promo battle on Rampage. So my women are Britt Baker, DMD, and Ruby Soho.
Mm-hmm.
Savannah.
So I guess first another repeat. My pick was, as my sister called her when she first saw her, the hot ass dentist herself, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, because not only did she retain her title in a really good match, she had that awesome promo on Rampage the Friday before, but it was the main event of the Grand Slam show, so it wasn't just main eventing Dynamite, you know, the big ass 22,000 crowd show in New York City was main evented by the women.
Shout out.
And you know, Doc won. She kept her title, and you know, I honestly think, and I think it should be this way, that Britt should have the longest reign in like the longest women's title reign. Which, speaking of women's titles, apparently rumor has it that they're in the works of making another title for the women, a mid-card title or something like that. Now, I don't even think it's going to be considered a mid-card title. I think it's just going to be like a TBS title.
It's just like a secondary title.
Yeah, basically. I don't want to even call it mid-cards because I don't even think there's such thing as like mid-carders like, in the women's element.
Good. Make a new title and put more women on my fucking TV. Like, why? I don't know why was so hard for them in the beginning. Like,
yeah,
there can be other feuds besides the women. Like, just besides the champ and the contender.
But I'm just glad that they're doing it, and the fact that they gave the main event to the women, I think that's still pretty good. Like, as far as like, you know, showing off their love and appreciation for the women wrestlers, because like, you know, you have, I hate to throw shade at WWE, but you have them who took Zelina Vega's freaking segment the day before her father's death, the anniversary of her death, you know, taking that out of SmackDown. You go from that to this, you know, main event, having the women main event the biggest show you have, you know, on Dynamite, you know, and, you know, especially with matches like, you know, Kenny and Bryan, you know, that was a really good match, and it still was the opener. Even then, and it was the most anticipated. They called it the dream match and shit. But even then, it wasn't the main event. They knew that the women could step up and main event, and they killed it. And I think that's, you know, a reason. And, you know, with Britt, she's the, you know, the champ, so therefore she's like the leader right now. She's the leader of the division, and she's the face of the women's division. She never fails or never forgets to mention that. So yeah, my pick is Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Which, Tony, I love you, but yeah, you gotta watch out, bro. Just for your sake. Just for your
Tony
sake.
Schiavone, step the fuck away from Britt Baker.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't think Adam Cole would just get in your face and tell you to stay away from his girl just for nothing.
For shits and gigs. No, don't fuck with that.
No.
Don't fuck with. Don't.
I love you, Tony. So stay away if it means you don't get super kicked by him.
He might deserve a super kick.
He might get a super kick.
He does deserve a super kick. That's all. It's neither here nor there. Tag team.
Tag team. All right.
We're on tag team.
Okay. I hope we don't have a repeat for this one, but
I mean, if we do, it's alright. That means we get good taste.
That's true. Yeah.
I'm going with the reunited New Day.
Honestly, yeah, that match on Raw.
So we finally got our boys, the entire team, reunited. Of course, Big E as our WWE champion.
A well-deserved champion.
Well fucking deserved. And the fact that just the three of them were together again, and they had a match against the Bloodline, which Matt will say never happened because Matt doesn't like cross-brand shit, which I can understand. But like that match slapped. Like shit ain't difficult to understand because you have the New Day who are all talented, you have the Bloodline who are all talented. Having the 6 men in the ring, you're gonna have magic.
This would have, I guess, had had Roman not be the Universal Champion or Big E the WWE Champion, that would have been a badass main event for Survivor Series.
It
Like, and do it elimination style like they did the Shield and Evolution at Extreme Rules.
Yeah, I mean they could technically still do that if they wanted to. I've seen a lot of people tweeting about it. They're like, give me Roman and Big E. Give me Bloodline versus New Day. I don't care as long as it happens. Because the one-on-one match is going to be a banger. The 3-on-3, fucking banger. So, I'm going to be happy with whatever they decide to do. My hair just fuck off.
Yeah. As long as they give me what I want. Like,
Batista, okay, give me what I want. Please. Like, he didn't even say please.
Scream it in Triple H's faces.
So, I'm going New Day. There was a lot of tag team things I could have done, but I'm going New Day.
Okay, so this won't be a repeat. Like I said, I just stopped giving a shit of, like, if, like, it's from the same company. I really don't care anymore. So, I'm gonna go with an AEW tag team based off of last night. I guess everything's to be based off last night. I don't fucking care. But, Darby Allin and Sting, who not only won their match, but, oh my god, that match was phenomenal. And Sting, dude, is like in his 60s and is not slowing 62. The hell down. 62. You know who else is like, I think either 62 or 63. I want to say 63, but still. You know who's around that age? Bret Hart. And I'm not trying to throw shade at the Hitman because I freaking love the Hitman, but I'm just saying, look at, like, they're within the same age and you still have Sting freaking wrestling and doing shit like that. Like, come on now, that's freaking impressive as hell. And Darby Allin, of course, hella talented. You know, he's not afraid to take risks. He's a very, very fearless individual. And don't underestimate his size, basically, because it doesn't matter if he's one of the smaller guys. He can kick your ass, and he's not afraid to do whatever it takes to kick your ass. True. So,
true.
Yeah, true. They were my pick this week. Because I was going to I didn't want to go with the Bloodline because, sorry, I don't acknowledge Roman Reigns, okay? I don't do that. I don't acknowledge him. Yeah, that's right.
So you don't acknowledge me?
I acknowledge you, just not Roman Reigns.
I am Roman Reigns.
No. You're Kate.
No.
Hey.
No. It has been talked about before. I
will acknowledge you way before Roman Reigns.
Before we dictated that he was both our advocates, Reek was the Paul Heyman to my Roman Reigns.
That's true. I didn't think of that, but still, I acknowledge you.
Main event Uso. That's you. Congratulations.
Thanks. I still don't acknowledge them. Okay?
Well, boy, this is gonna make my male pick a little awkward, isn't it? I'm going Roman Reigns.
I still don't acknowledge him. I mean, that's fine. You're entitled to whatever pick you want. I don't acknowledge him at the table.
I know. Actually Brock Lesnar, but it's whatever. Whatever. Yeah. I think we were saying it because of Roman, but both.
Yeah.
I'll be Brock. I can rock a ponytail. I look good in a tank top. I don't have a beard, though, so I don't know how that's gonna work.
I'm gonna say, or the giant tattoo going down your...
I mean, I do have a tattoo on the back of my neck.
I mean, okay. I'll count it. I'll let it pass.
We'll let it go.
Yeah.
But my male wrestler of the week, the tribal chief, the head of the table, the Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.
You didn't say it like Paul Heyman.
I'm not Paul Heyman. But
but at least say the reigning, defending, undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion.
Where's the mute button?
No, please.
Stop testing me, woman. Stop it.
I'm sorry.
Jesus.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's been a very testy night. I'm sorry.
I'm.
No, please.
I'm not gonna mute you.
I will cry and log off. I'm like, I'll cry and I'll get off.
I'm not gonna mute you.
Before my...
I promise.
Pinky promise?
It's pinky promise. With the ring on.
Okay, you know what? I was gonna say, I'm like, you know what? I can't even, you know what? I need to watch myself because I think even that was kind of testy.
You're testing me, woman. You're testing me. But Roman Reigns,
yes,
had some good shit happen on SmackDown.
Was it such good shit?
It was such good shit.
Yeah.
Showed up on Raw. He said, "This is my yard." Again. Won
Back with the year.
2 matches on the show that is not even his, which is
That's
fucked,
true.
which is bananas.
That is.
He literally won the 6-man and then the triple threat later in the night, which was shut up, Rick. Him, Biggie, and Bobby Lashley. Which, real quick, sidebar. How was Bobby Lashley destroying everyone outside the ring not a fucking DQ?
Because it's a triple threat?
No, this was the 6-man tag.
Oh!
He came out, whooped everyone's
I
ass
didn't
outside.
watch. I didn't watch all of it because I had to. It's hard to watch Raw for me, especially during this semester. I couldn't watch all of it.
I mean, that's okay. But no, it was during the 6-man tag. Match was going fine. Bobbert comes out of nowhere, starts raining down spears and punches, and Jesus Christ, he takes out the Usos and E and Kofi, allowing Xavier Woods to eat the pin, and then he comes in the ring and spears Roman Reigns. But that happened after the match. But him destroying everyone ringside, how the fuck was that not a DQ? The ref watched it with his own 2 eyes, Savannah. He did nothing. He didn't even blink. He just said, if he dies, he dies. What the fuck? That's a DQ. I can't. It pissed me off. I was like, what the fuck is this? This is stupid.
It's called plot convenience.
It still could have been a DQ, and then you still could have had him run amok and ruin everyone. True. I don't get it. I don't understand. But Roman Reigns, back on topic. Yeah. Roman Reigns is my pick for male wrestler of the week because he literally showed up on a show that wasn't his and won 2 matches.
I think the reason why I did pick Roman Reigns, and I'm not all jokes aside about me not acknowledging him, because again, like you said, he did come and win 2 matches, but I think that's the problem. Why even have the brand split? And I guess maybe they're trying to bring the shows more together before the draft happens to, I guess, give more of a hype to it, because now it gives more anticipation. Well, who's gonna go where, Mm-hmm. But it's the fact that they even the fact that there is a brand split. And now they're just gonna let other people just show up. I mean, I only let it slide because it was really good, but I was just because of that, I'm what's the point of the brand split? I know people were very on top of that, well, why the brand split if you're not? But then again, like I said, it could be because the draft is coming up, so maybe they're just being let's just combine everyone together because fuck it, they're gonna get drafted soon.
Yep. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. It's a whole clusterfuck.
Well, even then, I don't even acknowledge Roman Reigns, but do you know who I do acknowledge?
Who do you acknowledge, Savannah?
Yeah, I acknowledge, I don't have any of Justin Roberts' intro for Kenny memorized, but I'll just say, I don't even know how many miles it is by North Carolina.
There you go. That's all you need.
Yeah, that's all I need. That's the only part that matters. But yeah, my pick is the AEW champion himself, Mr. Kenneth Jerome, as the New Day called him when they went against each other that one time. Omega, that match was freaking awesome. I think had there not been a women's championship match, that would have been the main event, especially considering it ended in a draw.
Mm-hmm. Which, let's think about honestly, it. We knew it was going to end in a draw.
And not just that, but I'm it was probably the best draw I've ever seen. Because, it doesn't hurt Omega, it doesn't now we have to give Danielson, a championship match.
Yeah.
But then now, but it also doesn't hurt Danielson. And if he were to lose, why would you make him lose his debut match? What the hell? So, it made sense. I wasn't honestly expecting it, so I was a little bit nervous, but it was still a really good match. You know, they did a really good job. If you didn't see Danielson's chest afterwards, oh my god, this dude,
If
like,
you didn't see it after the first chop.
I know, Kenny freaking, man, but he, he even did, like, just the little things also, like, hearing, like, I won't say all 22,000 people said it, because, you know, some people probably didn't even get it, but, wait, what?
He's talking
Okay.
about Kenny and Brian.
Yeah,
Continue.
I was reading
I'll
the
handle
chat. Yeah.
this.
But like all the, you know, I won't say all 22,000 people there said it, but hearing the crowd say, "You can't escape" with Kenny, oh my god, that was like, I freaking loved that. That was one of the things. Kenny doing the Terminator clap, that was something else that except the crowd was kind of off, which I won't discount Kenny for that. That was the crowd's
The
fault.
crowd doesn't know how
But
to be on time with anything.
oh my god, I just really quick, yeah, hearing them sing Judas
Awful.
during Jericho's entrances and out loud,
Terrible.
I was like, oh my god,
They're
they
awful.
ruined it. I'm like, they ruined it. And like that Lambert guy who said like they're looking at it on their phones, he's fucking right.
Yeah,
They don't
no
know the
shit.
lyrics.
Well,
He's
also
right. I
fuck Dan
can't.
Lambert, but like, no,
I
yeah.
know. I'm like, I don't like the guy, especially if he's going like talking feuds and talking shit with Jericho. I'm like, of course I don't like him, but I'm like, I hate to say it, but he's right. They are looking at their phones like they're, oh, Jericho's coming. Oh shit, let me get the
Which,
screenshot that I took.
real talk, real quick. How the fuck do you not know the words to Judas yet? Yet all you motherfuckers know the words to
Before
Cult of
he,
Personality. Suspicious.
I'm just gonna put this out there. I listened to Judas when it first got released, and I knew the
Well,
lyrics
because
like
you're a
a week
fan of
after.
Jericho, though. That's different.
And Fozzy, but yeah, like when I'm like,
Well, yeah.
I listened to Judas when it was Chris Jericho's theme song in New Japan, not even AEW. So you know what? I was singing the lyrics then, but and that was in 2018 in January for Wrestle Kingdom. But yeah, so Kenny Omega, you know, the Terminator clap, the everyone saying you can't escape with him, is freaking the faces he makes, whether it's like the little smirks or how pissed off he gets, the freaking V trigger from down the ramp, like he ran down the ramp and bam with a V trigger. I'm like, holy
I thought
shit.
Brian died a few times.
I know. I'm like, okay. I'm like, Kenny, I love you, but don't kill him. Jeez.
The man's got neck
But
issues. Careful.
his gear was phenomenal. Maybe because it's Kenny, but it was blue, and I freaking loved the color blue. I loved that gear so much. So his gear and just hearing the beginning of Battle Cry. Obviously, we didn't get like that little instrumental part in the beginning, but we heard the actual lyrics to Battle Cry. We didn't go straight to the chorus, and it honestly felt pretty good. I was like pretty happy about that. So and you know it was not like it was a really good match that had no outside interference, not even from Don Callis.
Fuck
Like the fact that the rest of the elite, Brandon Cutler, Nakazawa, no one showed up to interfere, and I
Good.
loved that because I'm like, I think you would have tainted the match. Like it's like
It would have.
and I think it would have ruined the match also because I was like, this match needs to be uninterrupted, and not even Don Callis. He was there, but I kind of assumed. I was like, you know what? If it's just Dawn and the rest of the elite isn't there, I'm gonna assume that they're not gonna like interfere. I was hoping that they wouldn't interfere like during the match, like they would come out during the match, but they didn't. They came out after the time came off, and you know Brian was trying to put the label lock on Kenny, which he was failing so bad at because Kenny's head was like just like I guess his head was too heavy because he was grabbing his hair. I'm like, dude, like let go of his hair. Like he was grabbing it, trying to
Nothing
put him
wrong with hair pulling, Savannah. Come on now.
No, but like it's because he was trying so hard because he couldn't get it in, and he was just pulling. I'm like, dude, the match is over. Calm down. And he's trying to pull his hair to put him in, and I'm like, dude, I'm like, Brian. And then Brian had so many spots where the dude just, whether it's V-trigger or the Snapdragon off the top rope, dude was freaking taking neck spots. I'm like, Brian, you have
Dude, the Snapdragon on the ramp, I thought Brian died, dude. Especially after he started spazzing. I got nervous. I legitimately like cringed, and I was just like, is he moving? Is he breathing? Is he okay?
Best match since Okada. I will say since Okada, better than the Okada matches. Maybe in competition with some more than others. That's all I will say. I don't honestly think the Okada versus Kenny match is gonna be topped. I know some people didn't really like the fourth one, but I personally loved it. But yeah, so my pick is the champion. Of course, I had to wear a Kenny shirt today. I wore a Kenny shirt to the gym, and then I showered and changed into another Kenny shirt. So yeah, I'm in my Kenny feels. I'm on a Kenny high. He just reminded me of why I loved him, and it kind of gave me a small taste of what I've been missing from when he was in Japan, because there were matches like this, like, very lengthy, a lot of action, no interference. So I was like,
No interference.
oh, chef kiss. Good match.
Kenneth. Good choice.
Kenneth.
Good choice.
Yes. I'm like my Kennys. I'm like my 3 Kennys. Which I want the buddy. I want to get another. I really want that plushie, that Kenny buddy.
I have my Adam Cole plushie. He's off to the side. He's chilling.
I have my Kenny Poppy just chilling on my desk right here. He's so cute.
Oh my god.
Find a shelf for him.
Question of the week. I thought of one.
Yeah, I couldn't get one this week.
That's okay. I thought of one.
All right. I'm like that, and we make the rules.
I got that big brain. This is my fucking show. I'm creating the rules.
Exactly.
So, with Survivor Series coming up, like next month, 2 months from now, whenever the fucking happens, it's soon. It's soon enough.
But they're already talking about it?
Exactly, they're already teasing it. Your dream Survivor Series match. WWE versus AEW.
Oh my god.
Now, we can do one of two things. We can do just the men. We could do a men's and a women's.
Miss Katie, I've had so many dream matches made. We can do anything. Tag teams, women, men.
See, tag teams, I was contemplating, but at the same time, no, because WWE has like 5, AEW has like 50. Here's
the thing though. I need to see at least the OG Elite take on the New Day.
I mean, that has to happen just because of the feud alone. Like that I get.
Well, yeah, so that would be one of the. But here's the thing. I
want like traditional 5-on-5. 5-on-5.
Oh,
matches.
so not like okay.
And then
that's fine,
and then if you want to, we can do some dream matches as well. But like traditional 5-on-5 first for each, for men and women, and then if we got some dream ones, we can.
Yeah, I can see why you didn't want to do tag team.
Exactly.
Yeah, but. Okay, so for men, oh my god, this is definitely a dream. So, of course, I'm going to take Kenny Omega. You got the champ, he needs the fucking best. So, of course, I'm picking him. So, Kenny Omega, Hangman Page, wherever he's at, he's now Ghost Adam. He's Ghost Adam now. I'm trying not to pick, like, recent WWE, like, releases that just went to AEW.
Fair.
So, Kenny... Hangman, I sound totally biased, I don't fucking care. Jericho, because despite his really long career in WWE, has no problem talking shit. True. So I'm like, this dude gotta, put his money where his mouth is and, step up to go up against them. So,
for sure.
Jericho, let's see. I would like to see CM Punk, because again, he basically said that he returned to wrestling because AEW was available. Because he pretty much said that WWE completely depressed him.
He said, man, WWE ain't shit. They almost killed me. Fuck them.
Yeah, so I need Punk to confront that. So before then, it wasn't Punk, but now I'm adding Punk. And number 5, let's see. Honestly, I could see, like, Darby Allin repping them. I could see Darby Allin. He's top tier talent. He's amazing.
Okay.
And not Cody Rhodes. Fuck him.
No, fuck Cody Rhodes. We don't fuck with Cody Rhodes.
You know what? I don't want someone who considered a WWE return before taking the leap of faith with AEW. I don't put them on my team. He's not on my team.
We don't fucks with Cody Rhodes on this podcast. Point blank. Period. We don't fucks with him.
Cody Rhodes in.
It's exactly. Did you hear the intro? Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. So yeah.
So that's your 5 AEW.
Yes.
5
WWE.
Yeah.
We got okay, and even though I don't acknowledge him, I gotta go Roman
As
Reigns.
you should.
Like
Acknowledge him.
he calls himself the needle pusher or the needle mover, whatever it is. He says that AEW wasn't that, you know. He's talked some shit before, so
As he should.
and if we have to get Rollins versus Omega some way, we'll put it in the match. So I gotta go Seth Rollins. AJ Styles, because you know he's the phenomenal and he has shit.
You gotta have Alan, yeah.
Alan, he has shit with Kenny. Kenny booted him out of the Bullet Club and took over as leader and formed the elite out of him because at his expense. So we got AJ, Finn Balor because you know he basically the elite. I don't want to say this because it's kind of mean, but it is kind of true. The elite basically kind of tarnished or ruined the Bullet Club only because ever since the elite happened, they remained relevant while the Bullet Club has slowly kind of been declining. Jay White ain't shit.
They're a little bit on the up and up, a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. Chris Bay added to it and put a little spice on it. Shout out to Chris Bay. They're making moves. They're okay. They're not as big as they used to be, but they're making a little bit.
Nowhere near, and Jay's nowhere near.
Well, fuck Jay White too, but that's neither here nor there. That's not the conversation we're having.
Okay.
Who's your fifth?
So fifth. I said Balor, so yeah, Balor. And my fifth, probably Edge. But with that being said, I think I'd like to take Darby and replace him with Christian.
That's fucked. How dare you? That's disrespectful.
I mean, I'm sorry, but like, I need to see it happen. Like, or maybe it'll be the situation, like the conflict. Like, no, I can't face my best friend. So then they do the desperate thing and tag out, or they don't fight them, and then they get in trouble with the other team members. It's like, kick his ass, I can't.
It's messed up. Straight up messed up. Before you move on to your women's, and then I'll read some of the ones out loud from the chat. Alright, so my men's 5-on-5. Roman, Rollins, McIntyre, Lashley.
That's a good one.
Balor.
That's a really good team, Katie.
It's a stacked ass team, I know.
Yeah.
AEW. Oh my god. Because who cares about Darby? Not me. I know. Nobody. Reek doesn't like Darby Allin. That's fair. AEW, Omega. See, part of me really wants to say Adam Cole.
I just think he just recently got released, and it's not like he was treated badly, you know.
Well,
and
yeah, he was treated quite well. And like he's even gone on and said like he enjoyed his 4 years there. Yeah. All right, Omega, Jungle Boy. Give Jungle Boy his flowers.
Yeah.
Bucks and Hangman.
I'm gonna say, I'm like, Katie, I would have been mildly offended that you didn't pick Hangman.
Well, here's the thing. I was torn between Cole and Hangman.
The Adams.
But, like, I didn't want to have it just be Elite, you know?
I get that, but it's also, I guess, what makes the most sense, in my opinion, only because they're the ones who kind of started it all.
See, I knew Kevin was saying MJF. Before we get on to the women, let me just read some of these in here. These are just some people's dream matches. Usos versus Bucks.
That needs to happen.
Finn Balor versus Malachi Black. Be out of control.
Demon Balor or just regular Balor?
I would be fine with either. And then Omega, Cole, Bucks, and Punk versus Reigns, Lashley, McIntyre, and the Usos. Oh, and then Miz versus MJF, promo versus promo.
Yes,
I would like to see
those two are gonna have like a John Cena Roman Reigns kind of promo. Oh my god, it's gonna be
fuck. That's one of the best lines. This is one of the only memorable lines from their promo battles. Alright, women. Do you want me to go first or you got it?
Is it okay if I go first?
Yeah. I was gonna say, if you have it, go ahead.
So we're gonna have the Doc as the captain, obviously. You gotta have the Doc.
As DMD, as you should.
Yeah, DMD. Ty Conti. because
As you
she's
should.
fucking badass, and WWE did her wrong,
Facts.
and they fucked up by releasing her.
Facts.
Thunder Rosa, because she's a fucking badass, and her and Britt working against each other might actually work in their favor, working together, you know, putting those two strong forces together.
Facts.
So we have Britt, we have Ty, we have Thunder Rosa. Let's see, Anna Jay.
As you should.
She is the Queen Slayer. You know, we have Seth Rollins who's the King Slayer.
Fuck Brandy Rhodes.
No, Brandy.
Well, that's how she got the Queen Slayer. It's because she basically Brandy was the queen. She choked out the queen. Hence, Queen Slayer.
Queen. I hate that they say that Brandy's the queen and that Cody's the king. They're like, oh, the king and queen of AEW. That's Matt and Dana. Fuck the Rhodes. Matt and Dana are the reason why AEW got started. They're the king and queen. And I like how in Rhodes to the Top that they the first freaking clip during picture in picture was Brandy botching a move. I'm like, see, that's just Brandy's life. She's just a botcher. You know, she gives Botcher a run for his money. But anyways, so Britt, not Brandy.
Tay, Thunder Rosa, Anna
Jay.
And
the fifth one, ooh, probably Jamie Hayter. She needs her flowers. She needs, she needs more credit. I know right now she's, the Doc sidekick, but I'm hoping that soon she'll shine as a singles wrestler because she's a really good wrestler.
She's good, yeah. And then your 5 women from WWE.
So, it's probably easy to just say the 4 horsewomen, but I hate Charlotte and Sasha, so do I dare? But, they're also really good. That's the thing. But then there's also, Bianca Belair. There's also Asuka, so it's like...
There's a lot of good women, so, I mean...
for sure, as the captain, Becky Lynch gotta take the role as the captain, okay? Because I would love to see her and Britt, cut promos on each other. The man and the doc, The doctor. And then we'll throw in Bayley because Ding Dong Hello, she was Bayley Dostrap. She's freaking talented as hell. They did her dirty at Mania, but I don't know if I'll forget.
Neither here nor there.
Let's do. I'm trying not to go horsewomen because that's the easy choice. That's the obvious pick. So I'll go Asuka.
Okay.
Asuka, she's hella talented. She was the one that Becky Lynch could not beat for the life of her.
Undefeated in NXT.
Her
long training women's champ down there.
Yeah. Honestly, because the talent is definitely there, WWE just fails to show it. Shayna Baszler. I will never forget when Nia and Shayna won the titles. I believe that they did win the titles. Or I don't know if they retained or they won. I want to say that they won. And the way Shayna put Bayley and Sasha in that submission, that was fucking amazing. Shayna is also a 2-time NXT Women's Champion. So she is a Mae Young Classic finalist. No, is she not?
Yep.
So Shayna Baszler doesn't get enough flowers from WWE, but I know talent when I see it, and she's definitely got it. Shayna Baszler is my 4th pick. And 5th, I think I'm gonna have to go with Bianca Belair. I think she's the muscle. She's gonna just tear the house down, and I think she's gonna be the powerhouse of the team. So yeah, Bianca Belair those are my 5. And I only used half the horsewomen. I didn't need to use all 4.
Okay. Mine.
I feel bad that I didn't use NXT women, but
that's a little fucked. That's okay. All right, I'll do my WWE women first. The WWE men first. Bianca, Becky, hands down. Kaylee Ray, Shayna Baszler.
Oh, Chris Statlander would have been a great pick.
And Becky, Bianca, Kaylee, Shayna.
Should have said Alexa Bliss, but oh well.
See, part of me wants to say Bliss, but Toni Storm. Toni Storm.
That's a good one. Toni time.
Yeah, so Becky's the captain, but then you put her with the newer, fresher talent. So Bianca, Kaylee, Shayna, and Toni. Right?
Yeah.
And then You get Britt, obviously.
The Doc.
Sheeta.
Cheetah,
Swole.
that's a good one.
Bianca
Damn,
versus
Katie.
Swole alone would be
That see, that's a dream
clutch.
match in itself.
Um, Britt, Swole,
You gotta think,
Sheeta.
right? You gotta think about everyone.
Yeah, I mean, they have a lot of women now, kinda, that they kinda use. Tay Conti, of course, like you said. Um, Layla Hirsch.
Oh, legit Layla. She definitely proved herself as a threat against Jade Cargill.
She has.
And
And
I think Jade Cargill would be a good pick too, but it's just again, there's so many to choose from.
that's why, like, I went more so, like,
The
not the
515
typical names you would pick. But other ones in the chat, let's see. Orange Cassidy versus Dexter, promo versus promo.
Oh my god.
Orange Cassidy versus Cameron Grimes. Four Horsewomen versus Britt, Riho, Sheeta, and Rosa. Britt, Sheeta, Teconti, Thunder Rosa, and Chris Statlander versus the four. Oh, he didn't even put Bailey in there? Disrespectful. Becky, Charlotte, Bianca, Sasha, and Shayna.
They could do a whole ass women's Survivor Series if they wanted
they
to.
They could. I mean, they should. I'm just saying.
I know. Again, like, you know what would be cool? This is definitely a dream because, you know, WWE doesn't play well with others,
WWE
apparently.
sucks, yeah.
That's why I wish they would. It would be so cool if they did because they have so much talent also. And having them work with other talent would be amazing. You know, again, I have so many dream matches, you know, that's why I got all excited and shit. But, like, think about it like this. What if there was an Evolution 2, but they call it Evolution 2 the World Tour, where you get any company around the world and have women from all over the world, whether it's Stardom, AEW, WWE, Ring of Honor, NWA, and make a full ass freaking card based off of that.
See,
and you can have a whole ass battle royal with all these women from different companies.
See, you could, but we're not gonna get that because WWE sucks. So that's that. Hello?
I would love that. Just Evolution World Tour. Everyone's invited. But no,
Evolution. Please. I'd be down. That'd be dope.
I would.
But
that would be awesome. Like, just thinking about it, like, you know, thinking about shit like, you know, Britt Baker and Charlotte Flair. I know I don't like Charlotte, but Charlotte can work the mic, you know.
There's a lot of dream matches. Let us know what your dream matches are in the comments down below. Or you can respond to the tweet that I will put out tomorrow.
Do you mind if I put this, like, on my just as for the questions thing, just to free response, just like put like what would your dream matches be?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well, I'll do it after we start recording.
Yeah, I mean, the more the merrier. We have still have to make an Instagram page for our show, but
yeah,
we got time. It's all right. We're only a few weeks back. But yeah, that was a roller coaster of the Chile Showcase.
A show. Yeah.
Whew. We'll be back next week. Like I said before, the interview I did with our advocate, Rick Havoc, is now up on the YouTube. Feel free to go give it a listen, give it a like. It was the start of something new. I kind of took a leap of faith with it. I'm proud of it. I hope other people like it and can learn a little bit more about Reek. He's a very insightful guy. And I already have the next one planned. It's actually recorded. I just need to upload it. It's actually going to be uploaded October 4th. I'm doing them every 2 weeks, I decided. That's with Matt Ritter. So that's going to be... That's a good one. KTRH. It might be. So yeah. Thank you guys for watching and listening. We greatly appreciate it.
Yes, we do.
For Miss Y2 Garcia, Savannah, or Savannah, however you want to say her name. I'm Katie Kinsey.
However many ends you want.
However many ends. I'm Katie Kinsey, baby.
The all elite Katie Kinsey.
All elite, baby. Yeah, this has been Chile Showcase. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.